You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, and welcome to my daily review. My disclaimer is this is for entertainment purposes only, my amusement. And if I told you to jump off a bridge, you probably wouldn't do it, although some of you might. Anyway, that's my disclaimer. The Nasdaq here pulled back today, not a big deal. Last week there was general market weakness, and then this week it's been up 3 days in a row. So, it's bound to pull back eventually. And, if we go sideways for a bit, no big deal. It was just, looks like an inside week this week. So, yeah, it's up more than 1% for the week. So the NASDAQ is definitely outperforming the S&P, which is flat on the week. And it's just, it's trading in between this 4,000 and 4,200 level. So, yeah, looks okay. And we just trade sideways, no harm done. Most of the stocks that I own, though, are in this group, MDY. You could see this is the mid-cap 400 ETF and traded down to its 21 and found support the last 4 sessions. It was down today, less than 1%. The IWM was up today, the Russell 2000, and then towards the end, after the Fed had started shooting their gums and being all hawkish, the market sold off. So it's not a big deal here. It's trading above its 21. And you got to expect, some pullbacks after, nice run, and then it pulled back. Then, the last few days it's been up. So that's the way it goes. Anyway, we know that when the Nasdaq is down and the S&P, that stocks like Apple are going to be dragging it down. Amazon, these are the big tech market cap stocks. Tesla was down today on some recall or something, almost down to its 10 EMA. It's had a heck of a run. It's doubled, so pulled back. And it's been trading between about 200 and 215, something like that. It's still below this downtrending 200. But those are the types of stocks that are going to drag it down. I've been real interested in the semiconductor sector, and they have been performing well. This is ACLS. I've talked about this a lot about getting in at 80 and just kind of there's nothing to do here. I mean, it's not showing any sell signs. Had an inside day today. I mean, if that's, I'd like to see a pullback, have a meaningful pullback, but I don't know. It's got other ideas. That one has been really strong. Allegro has been really strong as well. These look similar. Nice inside day today, down, less than 2%. So that one looks strong as well. AEHR had a secondary offering, and you can see the weakness here. And then the last 4 sessions has just come right back. So that's showing a lot of strength here in a weak tape today, the relative strength watch. LSCC is another one that I wanted to show. Lattice, this is a fabless stock. Some of those fabless stocks got hit hard today, like AMD. But anyway, Lattice today pulled back 3%. And as you can see, it's just a little inside day. This thing has really been ripping hard. And stocks are going to pull back. We want them to pull back. You don't want them to just keep ripping, and it gives you an opportunity, if you missed it, maybe to get in. Certainly not here, but some of the other stocks that are pulling back. I know Global Foundries is one too. This is one trading near, out of a cup here, forming a little handle. So I like this one as well, around that 69 area. Take a look at the oil stocks. These are showing strength today. It's just Tidewater made a new high and then just pulled back to its 10 EMA just on general market weakness here today. But this one's doing nothing wrong. Tidewater is a field services stock. OII, this one just pulled back to its 10, not doing nothing, anything wrong. That one looks fine as well. Oceaneering is another field services stock. Another one that I like, a driller, is Valaris Limited. This one, yeah, just ramped up, now forming a little shelf. That one looks good as well. So the oil and gas stocks, doing okay. Like I say, there's certain areas of oil and gas where you just don't want to be right now. And the exploration stocks are really getting hammered. This is Devon, one of the more quality ones. You can see the big selling pink sell bars here. So this one does not look good. I want to go to the retail stocks. I love retail. CROX with a strong report today. Gapped higher. Looks like maybe some short covering in the morning, then closed near the low of the day, but still above that 131.18, which was a previous high. So yeah, made a 52-week high today, like 143 something. Yeah, in the morning, 143.50, then pulled back. General market weakness, but that was a good report, and they said they're going to earn $11 to $11.31 this year, being conservative, they said. But as you can see, since the breakout here, it's the first trip to the 50, and the first trip proved to be profitable and beneficial if you jumped on that one. ELF is another retail stock that I like, and it's just trending higher today. Just looks like it had an inside day. Yeah, doing nothing wrong there. ULTA Beauty, this stock is a beauty, makes a new high again today. Even in this weak tape, this thing does not care. ULTA Beauty was strong. And so those are some of the retail stocks that I'm looking at. So I went through semis, oil, just some tech stocks, general tech stocks. SMCI got an upgrade today, made a new high, and then pulled back due to general market weakness, but was still up 3%. You could see these big blue volume bars after this thing did this is a short report in here, sliced its 50, and then had earnings and just started ripping higher. And this is why you got to be flexible and open-minded. Did the old Debo Samuel, right? Shook everybody out, then boom, cut back against the grain and spiked the ball in the end zone. This one looks good. IRDM, this is like CROX, that it traded down to it broke out of a base, traded down to its 50, and then ramped higher. So the first kiss of the 50 has been a successful trade for us. Another one that has done that was NVO, did that recently, right here at 131. Broke out of this base, ran higher, then pulled back to the 50, and that was a nice trade from 131 to about, I don't know, 142 or something. So that is a nice technique that we use. Another tech stock that I like was Arista Networks, which I believe will be on our watch list once again at MC Stock Charts. We had an early entry buy on it here around 135, then it ripped up to a 145, nice $10 trade, and then it pulled back. So I think that will be back on, maybe give it some time to the moving averages to catch up and form a little bit of a handle, but I still like that stock. And JBL, this is the one that's in with Sanmina and Flex. This one pulled that back to its 10 EMA and found support and what we call relative strength in that weak tape. JBL looking good. Just a couple of gappers that I wanted to show. I showed a bunch of them, but I'll show 5 or 6 today. This is just yesterday. ABNB gapped higher, and today advanced again. It was up quite a bit, and then the general market weakness pulled it back. But you could see these big blue volume bars. So that's not Aunt Sally buying that stock. Somebody wants it. And Airbnb, that's a gapper to pay attention to. Do not ignore that one, Dan. And here is Axon. This one gapped before the markets, before the Nasdaq really got going. Gapped up 14%, then formed this base. And this is the glitch day. I don't know what happened there, but this one is still looking good. It made it up to 200 today, yeah, and they have earnings on February 28th, but that stock still looks good to me. XM, this is doing absolutely nothing wrong after the gap higher, just kind of forming a shelf here and allowing the moving averages to catch up. OI, I don't know much about this company. I just know that it gapped and, it's gapping and it's forming a little shelf here as the moving averages catch up right here, supported at the 10 EMA. So that one looks good to me as well. FICO, this is one that nobody talks about, but it's just a monster of a stock. If you look at it from 2008, the financial crisis, just straight up. Yeah, I mean, looks like a huge winner. There's the weekly, and here's the daily. Anyway, it gapped up here, and then it's just there's the pullback to the 50 after the breakout. We've heard that before, right? Pull back to the 50 the first time, boom, rips higher, and still above its 10 EMA. And FICO, Fair Isaac looks good to me. The last one I'm going to go over today is ATKR. This one gapped higher 2 weeks ago, maybe, and it's just forming like this shelf, allowing the moving averages to catch up. Anyway, today was a bummer day. The Fed heads were talking a little too much, but you got to expect pullbacks and embrace them because it brings lower prices where we could get in and take advantage of some of the opportunities. So it's healthy for the market longer term, and the market still looks good to me. Anyway, we never give up.